Tonight, on Access Sacramento's hometown sports game of the week, it's the number 2 Oak Ridge taking on the top-ranked Folsom Bulldogs. Good evening and welcome to the hometown sports game of the week with the Imperator of Analysis. I'm Will James, and we think we have the game of the week, the game of the night, and possibly the game of the year to close out the regular season. And Jim, it's not just a league rivalry game. There's a lot more at stake than that.
It certainly is. Welcome, football fans. You're in for a great treat tonight. Yes, this ball game has many aspects. Number 1 SFL title. Number 2, seeding in the playoffs. Number 3, the number 1 ranking in the area is on the line as well.
And they're bringing him. Coach Richardson is not very happy about using one right away.
Well, that's an oddity, I must say. But the Bulldogs up to the line. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. So not a good start for the Bulldogs. Curry to throw. And he's got a hook up along the left sideline. A short pickup. Let's take a look at that Trojan defense. The 4 downs are Champlin, Bromquist, Neighbors, and Brown. The backers, Otto, Andrus, and Lang. And the secondary, 4 deep. Poerio, Kennedy, Stone, Flores.
Poerio just made a great play on that quick tackle on it. He comes up quick as a corner.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 11.
Repeat, 2nd down.
So instead of 2nd and 11, 2nd and 26 now. From the 20. Curry to throw. Fires out to the left side. He's got a hookup. Short yardage hookup.
Well, I'll tell you, this
number 2, Drake Stallworth.
Drake Stallworth, but I'll tell you right now, Justin Poerio, that's twice already in 3 plays. He comes up, and when he gets a piece of you, he's got a great upper body strength because he just tossed that receiver around.
3rd and 15 now. The Bulldogs trying to chip away at that 2nd and 26 down in distance, but they need the big hunk right here. Look right and throw left. Deep left sideline. Overthrown. Double coverage out there. Well defended on the play with Stallworth.
Well, he had safety coming over the top assisting. And there's Poerio again. I know I've mentioned his name 3 times in the first 4 plays, but I'm telling you, he's all over the field.
Cameron Stone also part of that double coverage. So 4th and 15 on the incompletion.
Yeah, it sure is. Here comes a field goal team.
Well, they're going to put it in the hands.
Looks like Poerio is coming in to do the booting.
On the season, he's 2 out of 3 field goaling. They're going to spot it at the 9. We'll make it a 19-yarder. Up and got it. Poerio, 3 out of 4 now this year, and the Trojans take a 3-point lead. The sustained drive impressive, but a fizzle near the goal line, and they settle for the 3. We'll be right back for more. Chuck Dorn, our game referee. Back to the 37-yard, or I should say the 37-yard line. Quick hit to the left side. They get back to penalty yardage and a little bit more on that hook up to Austin Gerard. Poerio was the receiver on that play.
Watch the quick release here. I mean, right now, he fakes to that running back Pittman, and I'll tell you, he comes out throwing. There you see that sideline coach Cavalier and his staff. Oak Ridge very confident coming in this contest.
Fake the handoff and throw out to the flat. Well covered. An above average catch there on the high strike.
It was. And that was complete, but they barely got back to the line of scrimmage, Will. It looked like Baldacchino rushed that one to Poerio. Yeah, that was high. And, you know, he really threw a dart out there in a hurry.
Okay, driven to the Folsom 3-yard line. The visiting Trojans already on top 3-0. And a look at the total offense stats. Oak Ridge 19 plays for 105, doubling the Folsom effort, 10 plays for 52.
Well, they're controlling the clock as well, Will. And let's see if they play action pass on this.
Well, they shift 2 players from left to right and power up to that side. Turn and give. Blasting into the end zone. Touchdown Trojans on the carry. Poerio.
Well, that was a great call. They overshifted and went unbalanced. Then they put a man in motion to the unbalanced, Will. And Folsom did not adjust to the strength of the formation. That's a great call by the Oak Ridge bench. I can tell you, if we have a chance to see that again, they were outmanned by an unbalanced and then a man in motion.
Well, they're set for the PAT. And the same man who had the TD drills the extra point, and a penalty marker comes out on a roughing the kicker. The PAT is good. 10-0, visiting Oak Ridge on top. We'll be right back. Don't wander off.
Hey guys, we'll send it right back up to you.
Well, thank you, Rick. The band has been instrumental in providing wonderful entertainment and atmosphere here this evening at Prairie City Stadium. However, the home team down now 10-0. Oak Ridge doing a beautiful job on the road, and here is their follow-up kickoff now. Taken inside the 5. Eric Davis cuts once and runs into a hard tackle crossing the 25.
And Stallworth came down with that real quick like. Look at this. Curry drills it right there. Stallworth, outstanding work.
They spot it at the 46. 4th and 15 from the 38. Punt formation shown by the Trojans. The boot is away. It chases Eric Davis back, where he bobbles it inside the 10. And he gets dropped, pinning the Bulldogs in terrible field position.
Wow.
And he may be hurt on the play. Slow in getting up. A 53-yard punt. And a right leg limp.
Well, here comes a great punt. And first of all, it sailed over the head of Green. And as you see Green trying to field it way back there, tried to pick it up on the 10. It bounced back to the 5. He gets hit on about the 4. And it looked like his leg caught underneath.
Poerio really put a foot into that. And it took a tricky bounce that Davis was unable to navigate. So it pins the Bulldogs back at their 4. 1st and 10 with 3:28 to go in the half. 4th and 5. End over end punt. Eric Davis lets it roll. It looks like he's shaking off that minor injury, and it's going to be downed, and even in a better position than the previous play at the 1-yard line.
Tell me what Poerio doesn't do, Will.
He does it all.
That is the question. This guy can punt, he PATs, field goal. He can do it all.
Well, he's averaging 6.9 per carry when he runs the football. That was a 56-yard punt after a 51-yard punt. In receiving, he's got 3 touchdowns, averaging 15 a grab, and on defense, he's everywhere.
He sure does. I'll tell you, very, very impressive young man.
Well, the Bulldogs backed up even further on this possession. 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line, and a minute and a half to go here in the first half.
2 drives where Poerio had to punt. And by the way, he has a heck of a punter in placement of the ball, and he's got that great forward kick. Likewise, he's got to get a little more depth. He was only about 3 yards off the line of scrimmage when he tried to pass that ball.
Fake the handoff. He's under pressure and throws on the run, and he's got a man underneath, and it's a 1st down pickup. Clutch for Oak Ridge on the play as Jenner applies the tackle, and there he is again. Justin Poerio with the grab and run.
He certainly does it all. He's a receiver, defensive back. Watch this here. Baldacchino under duress. Flushes the pocket, rolls outside, and throws the ball to Poerio, and he catches it in the crowd and picks up the first down.
15 yards on the pickup, and a flag flies.
They got to go to more Cameron Stone with the catch, but not enough in forcing Poerio to punt. Nice stop in there by Sean Johnson. Now playing outside linebacker tonight, moved in from a strong safety. And here's Poerio. Let's see what he can do placing the ball.
Gain of 4, 4th and 11 from the 34. He's been dynamite on his previous punts this evening. He hits this one good as well, chasing Davis back to the 18-yard line. Nowhere to go, trying to find an alley, and loses the football. Oak Ridge feels they have a fumble recovery. And they do.
Yeah.
Tough luck.
44 with the great tough luck trying to gain more yards. And Tyler Lakowski makes a great fumble recovery.
49 yards on that punt. Here's Davis trying to work for some daylight.
There goes the football.
First down for 5 on the delay of game, and that changes it now to 4th and 10.
Well, that was an
or 4th and 11, I should say.
That was an intentional, because Poerio wants enough room to not put it in the end zone.
So the football at the Folsom 43. Poerio standing at the Oak Ridge 45 to do the punting. Eric Davis, the solo safety for Folsom. They kick away from him, and it's going to be, wow, did that go out of bounds at the 1, or was it a touchback?
Well, you're calling it a touchback.
Okay, out to the 20, so the Folsom defense came up big there to shut that down after the fumble. Quick hit, right side.
Well, even though it only picked up 4, Will, they got to do more of that. Once again, Justin Poerio with the catch. He's done it all. Well, he lost about a yard there. They gave him 3. Watch Poerio. I didn't feel they gave him a good spot, Will. It's 2nd and 7. Yeah, we got a 3rd 10 coming up here. And a big play for Baldacchino and company here, and try to avoid a punting situation. It seems that's all they've done here since the start of the second quarter.
Baldacchino under heavy duress throws for the sideline.
He made the catch, Will, but they're calling him out of bounds.
No argument from the Oak Ridge side. The throw going to Cameron Stone. So that's going to bring up 4th and 10.
Once again punting, but this time punting from a lot farther away. And Folsom should get the football in very good field position to have a short field to drive. Give credit to that Folsom D. They have played so hard here and limited the vaunted run game of the Trojans.
Davis lets it bounce, and it trickles out. They lose a couple yards there. It's inside the Folsom 40, but pretty good field position. 44 yards on the punt. He has been tremendous tonight in punt formation.
Well, he certainly has, and he does so many things well. He's only a junior, Will, and I guarantee you somebody's going to be after him next year. He's got a tremendous upside, can play D, O, and along with the kicking game.
Sounds like a guy I'd like to have on my team.
Well, yeah, he's got a lot of versatility.
So the Bulldogs ranked number 1 in the area. Oak Ridge ranked number 2. Lots at stake tonight. The Sierra Foothill League Championship. Likely number 1 seeding in Division I for the upcoming playoffs next week. And possibly number 1 ranking in the area. So Far from over, better than 8 minutes to go in this one. Quick throw out to the right side, big gain. First down, Oak Ridge.
There you go. Once again, the man that could do it all, it looked like Mr. Poerio. And I'll tell you, Will, he shows me a lot.
Well, here's another look at that hookup.
Watch, he just ran a quick boom. Hit him on the near sideline, let him use his speed downfield.
Gain of 22 on the play. Great.
Now it is 4th and 9. What will the Trojans do here? I know they don't want to give up the football, but they'll bring their punt team on and try to play defense and put Folsom in a hole.
And so far, Poerio has been able to pin them every single time he's gone into punt formation, so I'm sure they're relying on that again.
Well, he's that extra weapon, and it's a big weapon when you can. We talked about that in the pregame, kicking game and field position.
Here's the kick, and it's away from Eric Davis again. No return. Shorter than the previous punts, but effective in regard to no return. 2:01 left. Trojans need to make up some ground here. Passing down over the middle, wide open. Nice hookup that time. Look at him drag the players on defense.
Poerio, have we heard of him tonight?
I think so. 1st and 10. This is anybody's ball game, and I can see it coming down the stretch.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, that's not a good sign there. That's the receiver who just made the grab.
What extra effort, Justin Poerio. And I'll tell you what, he's been one big thorn in that Bulldog defense tonight. He's done it all.
So he's being attended to right now and looks to be in major discomfort here. And we certainly hope that's not anything serious. Let's take another look and maybe we can see how that happened.
Okay, say Baldacchino turning and you see Poerio making the catch, dragging people. Watch this. Latch on and picks up an additional 6-7 yards. It looked like
his right ankle.
Yes.
His right ankle caught. He's having a splendid game in all regards, and as a receiver, 7 catches for 74 yards. And he has been tremendous this evening. Sorry to see that. 7 catches for 74, booming punts.
Outstanding defense.
Tough coverage.
Well,
that's a major loss right there.
It is. That's one complete football player, I'll tell you that. And for you folks out there, you're going to see more of him, not only in the playoffs, but he's coming back next year.
I'd like to have him on my squad. Well, we can only hope that that's a sprain of some kind that they can.
He's walking a little better. It's tender, but he's walking a little better.
1st and 10 from.
Yeah, we've seen that.
As we have, yes, indeed. But we were all treated tonight to the suspense we have not seen in a lot of other games. But there you see 2 outstanding student athletes there as our players of the game. Justin Poerio of Oak Ridge and Folsom's Davin Simmons. Rick Stewart is standing by with our players of the game. Rick?
There's our players of the game. You can see them right there. How can you pick out 2 players from a game like this? First, let's talk to Justin Poerio. Justin, tremendous game. A hell of a game. I'll even go that far.
Thank you.
That's television, but that's okay. You guys went for 2. Was that no question about that?
Right. For Oak Ridge, I think we want to win the game. It's the SFL championship. We wanted to go for 2 to win.
Any problem with the fact that you were doing some of the kick in and out? Was that anything to do with it?
No, we have a good backup kicker, and we're pretty confident in him, but I think we just wanted to win.
Okay, talk to me about the touchdown. I mean, that stood up for a long time.
Yeah, no, it was crazy, and we didn't know we were going to score, but we were confident in our offense. We marched down the field and we got it.
Okay, it's tough to come out on the short end of a game like this, as big as it was for everybody. How do you pick up and go on?
I think we did a good job coming in. Of course, Folsom Bulldogs, tremendous team, tremendous area, you know. And I think we'll do good picking up because we got a strong area too. We got good area fans. We got, I think, a really good team this year, and I think we'll do well.
All right, Justin. Well, good luck in the playoffs. Hope everything's good for you next week, whenever you play, whoever you play.
Thank you.
Good job tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Justin. All right.
And made stops when they had to. Time of possession dominated by Folsom, particularly in the second half where fortunately for Oak Ridge, they had Poerio getting them out of trouble because they were 3 and 3 down and punt, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and outs.